Well, it's Thursday night, which means it's time for some off-road racing here on AMX TV. This week we're headed to the legendary Wild West Raceway here in beautiful Sparks, Nevada, and I'm Frank Monak, joined in the booth tonight with Cody Harrelson. Cody, how are you doing? Right on. Yeah, it's good to have you with us, and you and I have we've run a lot of laps here at iRacing, or on iRacing here at Wild West, and I'm just kind of curious, what's your takeaway and kind of what you expect from drivers tonight?
On the starts. Turns 1 and 2 are going to be tight. People are going to bang off each other. But overall, I think we should see some pretty decent racing.
I think you're right. Yeah, this is one of those tracks that's always hit or miss for me. So, um, it's always that turn one. If I cut it too tight, it can bite me. And then trying to get over, to protect the inside for turn two, that sometimes can mess me up. So we'll see how they do tonight. After round one, we got some standings to look at, kind of some points coming into tonight's race, where Chase Greer is leading the points at 106. Behind him, Joseph Brooks, and then Cody Coolin behind him, Patrick, Jason, Braden, Zach, Keith, Casey, and Chancellor. So that's how they shape up coming into tonight. We'll see how it pans out as we got just a few more minutes here, about 3 more minutes, as looks like Patrick and Chase are getting their last couple laps in before we flag them in and run some heat races for tonight. So format, just like last week, it's going to be probably 2 heat races, 4 laps, and then we'll go right into the main event tonight. Everyone's going to transfer. So it's going to be 15 laps with a comp caution halfway through.
That indeed, Frank. Yeah, like you said, just last 2 minutes of qualifying going in. There's a look at last week's winner, Chase Greer.
And while oh, sorry, go ahead. I did not mean to cut you off.
You didn't. I was just going to say, he's going to be one to watch again tonight. That guy can wheel one of these trucks around.
And as always, if you have a favorite driver, be sure to give him some love in the chat. Looks like we got Carol tuning in, rooting for Brooks. So we'll see. Hopefully he runs well tonight.
Mama Brooks is correcting you there, Frank.
Yeah, when it comes to names, I have never been really good at it. It's my Achilles heel when it comes to announcing these races. So I apologize. I wish I was better at it. One of these days I will.
We'll get the hang of it eventually, right?
But if you're tuning in, if you want to join us on iRacing.com/TV, not only can you watch the broadcast there, but you can also view the live timing and the cross-platform chat there and all the other goodies we have there. We got the track map, so a bunch of cool resources to kind of track your favorite drivers as we go through the night. Otherwise, if you want to tune in on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble is where we're live at tonight. So hopefully we get some good viewership. But got the last 30 seconds here, so probably one more time around. Looks like Chase Greer's the fastest on the track right now with a 52.52. So behind him, Zach Clifton at 52.84, and then Patrick at a 52.97. So we've got some close speed up front. That's going to make it pretty interesting. right, looks like flag is going to be coming out, so everyone's going to be heading to the pits as we shape up for some heat racing. So heat race number one is going to be 4 laps. Everyone's going to advance, and if needed, everyone's got the fast repair. So out front we got Chase Greer. Outside of him we got Jaden, new driver to the series, and we got Braden, Keith, and Patrick. 5 drivers making up heat one. Looks like race control is going to let them get going here.
So these guys are going to let the pace car just go ahead and take off. He drives a little too fast for us anyways, so they'll keep a nice steady pace, and they are going to take the green flag on the green flag just somewhere around the tabletop. We're going to see everybody dive into turn one too, so we'll see how aggressive everybody wants to be on the first lap and see what kind of carnage we can bring out.
Yeah.
Green flag.
There, green flag's out, so we are racing.
Chase with a nice jump off the start. He's going to get up there out in front by himself, and there's that carnage I talked about coming into turn one as we got the 34 of Jaden up on the K-rail, so we'll see if he can maybe get himself off or if he's going to have to tow. Looks like Keith's in second, Braden third, and I believe that's Patrick in the fourth spot.
Yep, and then Jaden behind him. He's the one that got caught up on the wall there in turn one, but looks like he's going. Unfortunately, gonna put him at a bit of a deficit. But at least he's moving.
Excuse me, I think Braden got the wall.
Okay, my apologies. Looks like camera's getting a little wild there, but cool shot of Chase coming into turn one.
Yeah, there's just not much to say about this track. It's 4 turns. They're all pretty well spaced, and it's fun if you ever get to drive out here. It's one of my favorites. I know it's Nick's favorite.
So we got a good pack battle back here. Looks like
Patrick looks to be leading that group.
Yeah, with Keith in hot pursuit. Braden right behind them.
One of these days I'll learn what truck these guys are driving, Frank. Ooh, as Keith's got a little bit of a bouncing into the K-rail. He looks to be able to keep it going straight. Does push it out wide. That gives Braden a little run up here, so let's see if he can do anything with it.
Yeah, riding on board with Braden right now as he tries to dive underneath of Keith.
It's all about keeping the RPMs up, Frank. The higher the RPM, the better launch off the corner you're going to get, the better drive up that hill.
Looks like Chase Greer's taking the white flag here, so he's going to come around one more time with over a 7-second gap. So as long as he keeps it straight, he's pretty safe.
He's off on a Sunday drive. It looks like Patrick maybe giving himself a little breathing room too there.
And then right here is where the action is out on the track right now. It looks like Braden's managed to close the gap a little bit, diving underneath, make the move.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. He just drove in there and took that spot.
While these two battle out, we'll jump back up front real quick and watch Chase Greer take the checkered flag for Heat 1. Patrick's going to round it out in second place. Looks like Braden's going to secure that third, with Keith right behind him, and then Jaden rounding out the top 5 as we wait for him to come back around. That's going to put Heat 1 in the books. All right, let's go ahead and get Heat 2 out on the track. Again, 4 laps. Everyone's going to transfer through, and out front, we got Jason Martin, Cody outside of him, Joseph Brooks, Zach Clifton, and then Casey Duran rounding out the field. Let race control get their last-minute commands in, and looks like we're rolling.
Zach was back there taking a little Sunday snooze, it looks like. See if he can get caught up here safely.
Yeah, looks like no harm, no foul there. As we wait for the command.
Green flag.
There it is. We're hammers
Yeah,
down. We're
green.
rolling.
I expect to see a little bit more aggression out of this turn 1 than we did the last heat. These guys are a little on the fresher side, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're going to make it look better.
Yeah,
We got a nice
like
battle going into turn 2 here between Zach and Joseph. Zach's going to take the 3rd spot. Now he's going to look underneath for 2nd. Putting a little right front into left rear, trying to get Cody loosened up. But Cody got the drive off of 3, and he says, see you later, going into 4.
looks like everyone's pretty much evenly spaced out right now. A relatively clean first lap.
Very clean first lap. It looked really good as Joseph's trying to get a peek on Clifton. Let's see if Joseph and Zach can make anything happen. Jason's checked out to a 2-second lead. Zach's closing back in on Cody, trying to find his way into that 2nd spot.
Yeah, the laps go quick here at Wild West. That is one thing for sure. You gotta, if you don't have a very good start, it's hard to recover sometimes.
Definitely.
Look at Jason just running smooth out there.
As that battle's heating up for 2nd. Looks like it's heating up 3 ways to 2nd. Joseph was sticking his nose in, just didn't get a good run off that corner. Zach's going to push Cody out a little bit. Cody's going to slam the door, say no thank you, and he's going to head on off the hill up into turn 4.
Yeah, it looks like Casey's had to jump to the pits. Not sure what happened there. But all eyes right now are on these three drivers as we take the white flag.
Will Zach get around him on this last lap? Zach pushing it into 1. Not the drive he wanted coming out of 1, going down the hill to 2. Cody's going to check out a little bit. Zach's going to fall back into Joseph Brooks' arms. Can Joseph squeak in another spot? As Zach gets a little squirrely, that's really going to hurt. Joseph on the outside coming through 3. Zach's going to push it up. Try and chop that line away from Joseph. Nose to tail going up into 4. Can Joseph do anything to get around Zach in this last corner?
Yeah, real quick, we'll watch Jason take the checkered here for Heat 2. And it looks like Cody is pretty much going to secure that right behind him.
Followed by Zach and Joseph.
And then, unfortunately, it looks like Casey had to jump to the pits. So that is how it shapes up here in heat racing. And we're going to go ahead and let these drivers get a couple warm-up laps in before we turn them loose. And while we do that, let's take a quick look at how last week shaped up as we recap the last couple laps of round 1.
Jason's going to peek on the inside now. The inside is where you're going to want to be going into the barn turn here. As they come over this jump, set these trucks to the side. And I think if Jason can get a drive out of this corner here, he might get around Cody. They touched in the rear. Jason got a little loose. I was wrong. Cody was able to hold him off. Jason's going to fall back a little bit. Try not to get eaten up by Patrick and work his way back up. Try and get another run on Cody.
Yeah. Speaking of Cody, you know who I see lurking back there? Zach Clifton. He's kind of making his way up there, showing some pressure.
I was just about to say the same thing. That blue truck's starting to come to life. Zach's he's been off the track for quite a while. I don't know, besides Tuesday, I couldn't tell you the last time I ran a lap against him, so I would assume here in the next couple weeks you might start seeing that truck further and further towards the front.
Yeah, we'll give Chase Greer some screen time here as he's pretty much almost a 2-second gap up over Joseph. So, as I predicted, he's just all out tonight.
Got 2 laps left, so again, barring a pole or something strange, I think he might have this one in the bag. And Joseph's got a pretty good gap to third, so I would say he's sitting safe on a podium. But right here, this third place, that's podium spot. It's points. It's going to be everything. Jason trying to get around.
Yeah, I'll kind of shoot back here, looking at Zach working on
Braden's
Patrick.
Starting to close back in too.
Yeah, there's some
starting to close back in on that battle for fourth.
Yeah, there's some good battles starting to develop here late in this race as we are now under the white flag.
Last lap, that battle for third is starting to heat up there, Frank.
Yeah, so Chase is out front, followed by Joseph, and then third place is where all the eyes are at right now. Seeing if Jason can't capture that third spot that Cody's got.
Cody is running for his life. Here he goes. Here's the elbows up. Jason's going to give Cody that bump out. Cody's going to get the run off the corner, and that...
Real quick, we'll just jump up front as Chase Greer takes the checkered here. We'll jump back to Cody, see if he can't fend off Jason, and it looks like he will. Well, overall, a great race last week, and while we got the last minute and a half of warm-up here, we got our boy Anthony James up in the booth. Anthony, how you doing?
I am here. I'm doing great.
Well, very good. Well, I just wanted to take a minute and have you talk about what the Montana iRacing League's all about and what you guys do and some of the real-life racing that you do as well with In Theory Motorsports. In fact, I have a video of you racing out in Montana, so just take us through what this class is and what you guys do.
So that is a BGM Superstock class. It's the middle class between limited and modified. we can. It's pretty fun. We can do like extra shocks in each corner of the car and run a little bit more than what a circle track car can run for what in our engines and stuff. And oh no, it's the same thing. Just on an off-road track, just beefier suspension.
Yeah, and how does that translate into what you guys have done for the Montana League, and where are you guys hoping it to take it?
We're just kind of like, you know what? Let's bring these boys on the off-road side of things and see what they think about it, and hopefully they like it, and we can continue on with doing this in the future. And if not, then one and done, okay. But I think so far we're getting a pretty good response from them.
Well, very good. Well, we got the checker flag out, so we're going to get ready for the main event tonight. But thank you for joining us, and thank you for putting on this league.
Yeah, no problem. And I hope I got a prediction who's going to win, but I'm going to keep it to myself because I don't want to do the commentator's curse like you guys do.
No worries. All right. Well, that was Anthony James, and as we get ready, we're going to move right into the main event. 15 laps with a caution at lap 8. So Chase Greer is going to lead us to green tonight. Jason Martin outside of him. Patrick Lemire. Cody outside of him. Braden. Zach Clifton. Keith Liverdrew, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Joseph Brooks. Jaden, I'm not even going to attempt that last name. And then Casey Duran. And I believe that is the entire field. As we get ready to go green. Looks like we're just waiting on
Frank, who's your pick tonight?
I have got to go with Chase Greer. I think he's got the consistency, he's got the speed, and he's starting out front. So I think it's kind of his to throw away tonight. What about you? What are your thoughts?
I definitely agree. I think Chase is going to be one to watch, but the next one to watch, I think, is going to be that. I got to remember, 54, Joseph.
Yeah,
He was pretty stout last week, so we'll see if he can't work his way up through the pack. Maybe give Chase a run for his money in that second half.
Yeah, as these trucks get going, throw in the chat who you think is going to walk away with the win tonight, or a favorite that you have that you think we should watch. These 15 laps are going to go by quick.
Strider's got $1,000 on Jason. That's pretty bold. Garrett picking Keith, so these guys got some fans out here, so we'll see what they can do tonight.
Definitely some love in the chat, and we are green flag for round 2 here at Wild West Raceway.
Can they be as clean as heat number 2 going into turn 1? That will be the question, as we got some beaten, but they're keeping it straight. Chase with the early lead. Chase with the early lead. Jason looks like he's going to come out in second. And I believe that's Patrick running third. So we got a little stack up towards the back. Looks like those guys are going to keep it going.
Yeah, it looks like Keith might have gotten up on the wall back there, but hopefully he's able to get it going again. If not, they do have that fast repair, so they can get back out and get a lap back. So you're not entirely out of it. God forbid you find that wall.
That wall, Frank, something you and I know a little too well, right?
Oh, you and I have found that once or twice in our racing history.
Jason looking to put a little pressure on Chase here, so we got a little bit of battle in first, so don't shy away from that.
Yeah, Jason's
chasing down in the second, over-rotated just a little bit.
He's been getting very comfortable in these trucks.
Well, the longer he runs behind that 24, the more he's going to learn and the faster he's going to get. So look for him to maybe pick up a few pointers and try and challenge for that lead.
Let's go a little bit further back here, looking at the battle for 5th with Cody leading the charge right now.
Yeah, just behind that, Joseph, he's gotten around Zach. He's coming after Cody there. Those three, they were battling in that second heat, so that's carrying over into the feature, and it should turn out for a good race.
Let's go a little bit further back
Joseph,
here.
oh, Joseph got in there a little hot. Collects Zach. They're going to keep him pointing forward. Those toughs are strong, or those trucks are strong, so apparently I can't talk tonight, so.
A little bit further back, we got Jaden and Casey battling for 8th right now. Putting in a good solid drive.
Jaden caught the wall. That's going to give Casey a little bit of a run coming down the front stretch. See if Casey drives it into one and gets around them.
We'll jump back
Chase
up
up here. Chase has stretched his lead out to about a second and a half. About equal distance back to Patrick.
Patrick's running really strong tonight. I think he's starting to kind of figure it out as well. I wouldn't be surprised if his consistency improves throughout the season.
Yeah, a lot of these guys you're going to see come on a lot stronger throughout the season as they learn these trucks, learn these tracks.
He's right on board with Braden as he takes us through turn 1. And like you said, the trick is just keeping the RPMs up and keeping the momentum moving.
Yeah, especially through that hairpin in 1. 1 and 2, those are the tight ends of the racetrack. 3 and 4, you got a little bit wider turns, so it's a little bit easier to keep your RPMs up.
Look back here, Zach and Joseph still running pretty evenly. But Cody, I think you and I need to talk about Chase here, just how strong of a contender he is.
Well, he is the competitor. That guy runs something close to these in real life. He runs pro buggy in the drawing blanks in my head now. I can't remember what series I'm talking about.
But no, I think the skill
I
with him running,
about that.
yeah, with him running in real life, that he's got a knowledge that translates pretty well in the sim, where he can just kind of see things unfold. He's a very smart driver.
Yeah, he's got the driver's eye, that's for sure. He knows his line, knows how to make it quick, knows what he expects from his truck and what he can make it do and what it won't do.
So we'll go around one more time, and then we'll throw the caution here and allow everyone to bunch back up. Kind of restack them and let Keith get a lap back. Looks like he had to jump in the pits for some repairs. But we're eager to get him back out here. We'll jump right back real quick here. Looks like Joseph's going to be going into the pits to get some repairs ahead of the caution. So some late stage strategy starting to play in.
All these guys get one fast repair, so if they got some damage on the truck, they're going to go grab that and get back out.
See, Chase Greer is going to come out of 4 and take the caution this time by as we prepare for part 2. Braden still sitting 4th, Cody behind him. I believe that's going to be most everybody. A couple late takers into the pits. So while they stack back up, I want to point out that AMX has just announced a cross car championship that's going to be starting February 3rd. That series is going to be open to all AMX members, and registration's available through the Discord and amxiracing.com, and we're also going to be throwing up a Pro Lite Championship as well. So both our Fix series. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Frank, but I believe those are $5 optional entry fees. You can pay $5 and get put into the prize pool for winnings at the end of the season.
You are
So
correct.
if you guys are looking to join these guys out on track, do some similar style racing, head on over to amxiracing.com, get signed up, and come out and join us.
Yeah, and that will be a broadcast here live on AMX TV, so you know where to tune in to catch all the action. So
Join the cross cars. You get to rub some tires with me out there. We're going to give this season a whirl, see if we can't get up there and do something.
So here's my question for the chat. Anyone who wants to participate: is Jason going to be able to get around Chase tonight? That's kind of what I'm looking to see if Jason can't put on a late charge, and maybe Patrick moving up as well. So just kind of curious what people are thinking, if that's a possibility, or if Chase is going to pretty much clinch round 1 and 2.
Mama Brooks, go in there and tell Joseph that he needs to drive a little bit faster.
All right, Chase is going to bring us to green, and restart's going to be on him, so he is in control.
Yep, look for him to take off right when he gets to the top of the tabletop. That's going to be his best bet to get a good launch while everybody else is still trying to get their truck settled. And we're back green. Chase is going to get a launch. Jason not far behind. Patrick just a little bit further back, and Braden bringing it up and forward. Like everybody's saying,
through there clean.
Staying pretty clean through 1. Can we get the same result through 2? Chase pushing out just a little bit. Jason's looking to his right. See if Jason can get a run going off turn 2 and maybe give Chase a little run for his money.
Right on board with Cody here, who's currently sitting 5th as he tries to run down Braden. These last 5 laps are going to click away quick.
Frank, did you see who I saw back there?
Oh, it looked like Joseph starting to make things happen.
Starting to get a run going. He's come around a couple guys sitting in that 6th spot. I'm sure he's itching to get up there in the top 5, maybe even still not too late to get up there and get a podium.
You got Casey and Zach battling behind him. Got some movement potentially back here, but looks like up front, everyone's kind of, for the most part, in line.
Yeah, once again, Jason not letting Chase get too far out there, so keeping him honest at least. Looks like Patrick's starting to close back in up on that 2nd place spot. Can he get up there and maybe get a little bit more? 1, 2, and 3, keeping each other honest, that's for sure. Looking through the standings, Joseph lost a couple spots. Not sure what happened back there, but Zach and Casey got around him. That puts Zach back up into 6th. A little ways behind Cody.
Yeah, we'll check in with our race leaders up here. Looking at Jason. Curious if he is able to. It seems like he's able to make up a little bit of ground in the second half of the track, but Chase is able to kind of step it back out coming out of 4. So I wonder if Chase is just able to get a better drive.
Yeah, Chase, like we've been saying, Chase is going to get those good drives. He's been running these trucks a lot longer. But at the same time, we all know how easy it is to make one mistake. All it takes is Chase to cut it a little too shallow, and those K-rails will jump out and grab you, and just like that, you'll be back in 3rd while Jason's running away from you.
We'll check back here with Braden, Cody, and Zach. Kind of our closest battle right now.
Everybody's still spread out pretty well throughout the track, but
looks like Patrick applying a little bit of pressure. He's probably going to see if he can't get inside of his head and force a mistake.
Two laps to go that time by, so if you're going to make a move, now's going to be the time to start setting it up. You got to think these guys are going to try and drive it in just a little bit harder. Who's going to be the one to make the mistake? Who's going to be the one to capitalize on it? And as we look back at that battle back there in 4th and 5th, still pretty good gap between the two.
It looks like Casey and Joseph are fighting for position here. Chase Greer takes the white flag, so one more time around for him.
Sitting at about 2.5 second gap. He's sitting pretty comfortable. Back to Jason, who's got about a second over Patrick. And top 3 have pretty well distanced themselves out.
It's like a late race battle between Casey and Joseph. They're kind of trading blows back here in for 6. Excuse me, for 7. So we'll watch Chase Greer take round number 2. With Jason behind him, and then Patrick rounding out the top 3.
Braden 4th, Cody 5th, Zach 6th.
Well, very good. Well, we'll wait for these drivers to come around, slow down, get some pictures taken, and hopefully we'll grab some drivers for some interviews. In the meantime, feel free to share your thoughts. What did you think of the racing tonight? Was it good? Are you excited to see these drivers go into round 3, where we're going to the new track? It's going to be Lucas Oil Off-Road next week, I believe, is where we're going to be running. So while we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at how it shaped up results-wise. We should have scoring. Looks like it's not wanting to come up just yet, but Cody, we got anyone in the booth yet?
Yeah, let's talk to our third place finisher. Patrick, it's Frank and Cody up in the booth. You got us?
How's it going?
Well, pretty good. How about yourself? Looking at you coming home in third. How's the truck? How'd it feel? And
Yeah, it was feeling pretty good. We were kind of keeping up with Jason there at the end, and all throughout the race, it felt pretty good. I was starting to get the track down. I don't race these much, so I'm pretty happy with the third place.
yeah, speaking of not racing these a whole lot, that was going to be my next question is what kind of challenges are you finding week in and week out with these trucks that you're kind of overcoming? And do you feel like you're getting faster week by week?
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're getting better throughout the season. I race circle track a lot, so this is definitely a whole different ballpark for me. But it's a lot fun. It's a lot of fun coming out here and racing with all these guys, and I definitely look forward to it.
Awesome. Well, you're definitely looking a lot better. You were giving Jason a fight at the end there. So, any friends, family, sponsors you're wanting to shout out?
Yeah, I want to thank Gear Grabbers Garage, BBI, Works Repair and More, you guys for putting this broadcast on, and um, all the league sponsors.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys. Yeah, like I said, good job and keep it up. You guys are starting to look a lot faster. You guys are getting closer and closer to Chase. So keep up the pressure, and I'm sure we're going to see one of you guys on top next time.
Appreciate it.
Well, while we look for a second place finisher, we want to join or invite everyone to join us next week on January 29th as the Montana Off-Road Series heads to Lucas Oil for round three. So again, a new track for the off-road side on iRacing. So a lot of drivers still trying to figure that out, and that's going to make for some great racing. So be sure to tune in. Again, that's going to be live here on AMX TV. So keep an eye out for that broadcast. Do we have anyone else, Cody, ready to go?
Y- Yep. So here we got Jason. This is Cody and Frank in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Go ahead and take it away, Frank.
Yeah, well, Jason, I was rooting for you. You're looking really good tonight, and I'm just kind of curious your thoughts as you're kind of following Chase, and if you thought maybe you're gonna have an opportunity to kind of capitalize on him. I know he's mistakes are a rarity with Chase, but just kind of curious if you saw anything that maybe you can improve on going into to next week, or kind of what the game plan is.
It's funny you say that. I was just talking to him when you had the interview with Patrick. It's it's so fun in this series, and it's frustrating to be behind somebody like that who can be so smooth. And I don't know if it's my shift points or my entries or exits or whatever, but to have some to understand dirt, being able to race on dirt, and then see somebody still be able to like drive away from you is it's like, what am I doing wrong here?
Yeah, well, you're like I said, you're getting, I can see the skill developing. You're starting to get the hang of it, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching you progress throughout the series. So, with that, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank that makes this happen for you. And yeah, just kind of any final thoughts.
Yeah, just hats off to Chase, hats off to Patrick. What a fun series and a race to be in. Man, just thank my family, thank all my sponsors, Stormfront Performance, D&J Racing, McGillis Alignment Brake. I don't know. It's just this is just fun to be a part of. I enjoy it so much and want to continue. It's awesome.
Well, good deal. Well, we look forward to seeing you hopefully on the podium again next week, and you have a wonderful evening.
Hey, you too. I appreciate it, guys.
All right. So
And
with
with
that,
that, let's
let's.
bring.
Oh, before you do that, let's see if we can't get any current points just yet. Looks like it hasn't updated yet. So, Cody, go ahead and take it away with tonight's winner.
Chase, Cody, and Frank up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you guys doing? How's that show?
Well, for a second week in a row, we see you come out on top. But this week, they weren't that all far behind you.
Yeah, no, these guys are definitely getting faster. So, again, a lot of these guys, this is kind of their start to trying off-road here on this platform. So they're picking it up quick and just getting to do a little bit of practice with these guys. I've been able to get a little bit faster as well. So it's been a good series so far.
Yeah, Jason, he kept the pressure on at least for the first half of each run. Looks like he may have been learning a thing or two from you here and there. Were you feeling that pressure, or did you kind of know you had it in the bag? What were your thoughts as you were going through?
Well, I kind of lucked out in the heat, so somehow ended up on pole, which never happens. So when you get to kind of control the start, you can kind of just protect the inside line, especially into turn one and into turn two. So on the starts, I just made sure no one could get onto my inside, just kept, didn't put myself in a position to have any issues. And from there, I knew I could just limit any opportunities for him to get a nose in. So, but yeah, he's right on the pace. So I think they've got really good single lap pace, pretty much a good majority of this field. They're really picking it up. So I think as we go through the series, they'll start picking up some of that consistency and it'll definitely get closer.
I agree with that. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to your friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I gotta thank Little Mountain Lumber LLC, Race Treads, Refuse to Lift Media with you guys broadcasting, always putting on an awesome broadcast. So thank you again. Amex iRacing helping out Montana iRacing with putting on the series. In Theory Motorsports, BGM Racing, and 461 Clifton Racing all coming on board to make this series happen. So yeah, it's been awesome to get some new guys into the seat, and hopefully we can continue putting on a good show. I think we have Lucas Oil Speedway coming up next, so it'll be a fun technical track. I'm sure that'll be a blast for everyone to watch.
Indeed, indeed. Well, you keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Sounds great. Thank you guys.
All right. Well, we do have some standings updated. So Chase Greer is still our points leader with 211, and then looks like Jason Martin jumped up behind him at 197, and then Patrick 195, and then Cody, Braden, Joseph, respectfully. Then looks like Jason, Casey, Keith, Chancellor, then Jaden is going to be rounding it out. So again, these are unofficial. There's some bonus points that get assigned, but at least gives you guys an idea of where everyone is falling early in this season. So with that, I honestly, it's been a fun race to call with you, Cody, and I appreciate you joining me up here.
Yeah, thanks again, Frank, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, so on behalf of everyone here at AMX TV, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next week as we go to Lucas Oil. Have a wonderful evening.